We're at the DARPA Lift Challenge. I'm here with Tyler from Advanced Maneuvering, and he's got some stuff that I have dreamt of since I was a kid. What is this? Tell me about it.
Well, it's kind of what it looks like, right? It's got straps and jet engines, so we call it a jetpack.
How much horsepower does this have on it?
So each of these engines is actually 200 horsepower.
Oh my god.
And all told, that's 800 horsepower. It's like having a semi in a backpack.
That's insane. So you've tried this on.
Yep.
How much have you done with it?
We've done a couple of test flights. Our first flight, I strapped it on, and we've done all the math, right? We dotted our I's, crossed our T's. We've got fire extinguishers in the background, but it's terrifying.
Oh, I'm sure,
right?
Yeah. I mean, I have my giant drones that I've like straddled them with the propellers all around me, and I rev it up to nearly full throttle, and it freaks me out.
Yes.
So
yeah,
I can imagine. I can only
scary.
imagine what this feels like.
And your heart's just beating 100 miles an hour, right?
Yeah, but you're literally strapped to this.
Yes. Yeah, I'm literally strapped to it. And so there's no like, fail, abort. So strapped in, heart beating 100 miles an hour, bring the throttle up. And jet engines, if you've ever heard them up close, it's not just like or prop war, it's visceral.
Do you wear like hearing protection to?
Yeah, we've got to wear hearing protection because it's 140 decibels,
Oh
and
gosh.
it roars.
Yeah.
It is just intense, that roar, and it makes you wake up real quick.
That makes me want to hear it so bad. Right, but it's right next to your ears too. So you
Yes,
have this strapped on.
yes.
What's your setup like? You're not free flying yet, right?
No, we've got a vertical tether because I've got a wife and children.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to come home at the
Smart.
end of the day. So vertical tether, and then we've got all of these straps onto us, and we actually have something called a leg cuff that straps in right here. It clips in and goes onto our lower legs to take all the load from down there.
Okay.
And so it really distributes the stress, so it's nice and comfortable.
Very nice.
And then it's just your nerves you're worried about.
All right.
But the first test, though, right? It was intense, super intense.
I'm sure.
Didn't know what it was going to do.
Yeah.
And we spool up and up and up and up and up.
First test with you on it, or
With me attached, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Oh, wow.
strapped in.
Okay.
And it takes me up into there a little bit. I feel myself getting lighter and lighter, and I lift up and I just do a little spin. Woo, and I come back down because I'm completely uncontrolled.
Yeah.
It was terrible. I
Oh.
tried to move it, like things just wouldn't move, wouldn't actuate, but I was in the air, right?
Uh-huh.
Right? That was a life
So you're
goal
flying.
done. Woo!
Oh my gosh. I'm actually having a hard time like thinking of how to talk about this because it really does excite me like down to the core. This is just something I've dreamt of
Yes.
for so long. I'm sure
Yes.
you've probably felt exactly the same way.
Yeah, like honestly, that first time we flew, I couldn't sleep for 3 days.
Oh my gosh.
It was so much exhilaration, so much of a rush. Like, I felt just, it was incredible.
Yeah.
I was on top of the world.
So how do you control it?
Oh, okay, yeah, this is actually one of the things that's kind of unique. We don't have joysticks, right? You'd think joysticks or a controller or something,
Right.
but we don't.
Yeah.
What we've actually got is sensors that go on your upper arm,
Oh.
and it tracks arm movement.
Okay.
And so the direction you put your arms is the direction it's going to put thrust.
I had not realized that's how it worked. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was kind of neat.
Did you just think of that yourself?
I'd like to say it was all me, but Iron Man did it first,
Oh,
right?
Okay.
And there's some other guys that were developing jetpacks before.
But I
that
guess I'm
had
talking
some
about like
similar
the
things.
sensors on your arms. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, that was new.
Okay.
That was
cool.
definitely new.
Yeah.
And coming to that solution was really tricky because we were like, hey, we got to track the upper arm. That we really wanted that mechanism for controlling it, but
Of course. Yeah.
it was tricky to figure out how do we do that.
Yeah.
So,
So what kind of fuel does this take?
diesel. We literally drive down to the gas station, fill up on 5 gallons of diesel, and throw in a jetpack and
That's
fly.
freaking insane. And how long does 5 gallons last then?
Exactly 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
If you're
Wow.
full blast, right? It's like a gallon a minute.
Okay, but still, that's way cheaper than other types of jetpacks, like the hydrogen peroxide type.
Oh yeah,
That's
those
insane.
were insanely expensive.
I don't even know how expensive. I know it's probably tens of thousands per test.
Lots.
Yeah. Okay.
This is like $25.
Yeah.
Lots.
I'll take a
cheaper.
diesel jetpack any day over that. That's crazy.
Yup.
I guess let's transition over to this real quick. Is this your V2 or?
Yeah, this is.
I'll get out of the way here.
This was really our prototype here that we learned a lot on with the actual jetpack, and we transitioned a lot of lessons into this.
Okay.
Because somewhere along the lines with the actual jetpack, we got an actual controller in it.
Okay.
We had IMUs, we had
Yeah.
sensors, and actual controller. So it was controlling all of the stabilization.
So this can be controlled unmanned, is what you're saying.
That's what we realized.
Or that's what you're going after.
Yeah.
At least. Okay.
We realized eventually that we can be on land entirely.
Yeah.
All of the controller was doing that in the background, and we just needed the user to tell it which direction you wanted to go.
Yeah.
And that was this big aha moment where we started dreaming about what it could really do, where it could go.
And so this is your direction that you were intending to go with the DARPA Lift Challenge, as far as I understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, to be a little bit more accurate, this is where I wanted the Jetpack, the AMP, we call it the Advanced Maneuvering Pack,
Cool.
to be 3 years down the road.
Okay. Okay.
And so it was a little bit of a leapfrog event where instead of taking half a step, we took giant leaps and just pushed all the way to the end of what we dreamed it should be.
Yeah. So what is different about this versus this? What are some key differences?
Okay, key differences. The big brother here is 110 pounds.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty heavy. And this one is only 55,
Oh, wow.
full
Okay.
fueled.
Yeah.
Other differences is this actually runs on about 36 horsepower, generating 280 pounds of thrust. Whereas the old one was, 800 horsepower? It was
Yeah.
800 horsepower and only did 400 pounds of thrust. So
Okay, wow.
huge change in total efficiency.
Yeah.
And that efficiency actually led to the next thing where our fuel tank is half the size.
Yeah.
So instead of 5 gallons, we've got 2.5 in here.
Okay.
And it still gives us 4 times the flight duration.
Wow.
Instead of 5 minutes, we get a solid 20 minutes, full load, 220-pound payload.
That's a crazy jump in
Yeah.
a lot of areas. And so it's still diesel though, right?
Still diesel.
How does this work? How is this different from your just straight up jets that you have on there? On the
So
old
these are what we actually call turboprops, where instead of brute forcing its way into the air by just throwing exhaust out at over 1,000 miles an hour,
Yeah.
it throws it through a propeller, or turbine, I should say. Move this out of the way. A turbine in here, where it goes through a gearbox and transforms it into a slower speed, higher torque output. And we have one last gear stage here out of pulleys that gets us to our final torque. And all of that actually does the magic to let us go from 36 horsepower, 18 horsepower engine generating 140 pounds of thrust. It's
Wow.
a huge gain in total efficiency.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it does come at a cost with these really large propellers.
How big is
that are
this
sweeping.
prop that you have?
This is about 48 inches.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
And this wing here, did you make this by hand?
How could you tell? Don't look at the edges.
Of course.
Yeah, we did a hand layup like the day before we had to leave to come out here.
Yeah.
And so we actually did cut the whole entire thing out and do a foam core and then lay carbon fiber over
Very
it.
cool. And then just your what's it called? Your resin over the top of that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Resin impregnated on the whole thing and then let it cure.
Wow. I love it. Did this fly yet? Has this flown yet?
No.
That's okay. I can cut that out if you want.
No, you can leave that in
Okay.
there. Right, it's part of the R&D process.
Yes, of
and
course. Yeah, why hasn't it flown yet?
We drove 2,000 miles from Utah.
Okay.
Right, we're a long ways from here.
Yes.
And we just barely got this together beforehand, and
Yeah.
it wasn't complete.
Uh-huh.
And we forgot parts.
I
So we
can
forgot
relate.
parts
Yeah,
2,000 miles away, and you're like,
that's a problem.
shoot.
Yeah, I can't quite just run home and grab some stuff
Yeah.
for your jetpack. So
Yeah, you can't really get some of the stuff from Home Depot, and you're like, hey, do you happen to have,
yeah.
I can't even
exactly.
name a part. There's so many.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
Were you able to test it at home? Has it flown at all?
Not the full scale. No, we haven't actually been able to test the full scale either.
However, you did fly your small scale similar model to this, right?
Yes.
At the DARPA Lift Challenge, just to get
Yes.
off the ground.
Yeah, so we did officially fly.
And if you're good with that, I'll include that in the video too, just a clip of that.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'd love that. And yeah, you're 100% right. This didn't fly, but its little brother did. We did a half scale variant that weighed like 16 pounds, but we were pretty faithful on the half scaling for everything else associated with it. So the props and the total size. And we were able to actually get that flying before the competition. And we flew pretty good. And so we actually brought it up into the air while we're here. So we officially flew. We can say we did that.
Yeah, you flew at the DARPA Lift
We flew at the
Challenge.
DARPA Lift Challenge.
That's pretty cool.
We didn't lift great payload, but
That's okay.
we flew.
That is okay. Sweet. Okay. Well, we might have to do a follow-up sometime because I'm sure that some of my subscribers will have some questions for you. So
Yeah, of
if you're
course.
cool with that, yeah. Thank you so much. It was great to meet you and really awesome to see the stuff that you've built.
Yep, it was a pleasure talking with everybody about it.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.